Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, dear beloveds. Wherever you are, it does not matter. The energy is still the same, but I'm going to start off by enacting protocols called upon the light, fire dragon, earth of water dragon, earth of fire dragon, Queen's pink dragon, golden north dragon, Ezekiel, my two black dragons, black dragon, Saturn, alpha dragon, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Sandalphon, Raphael, Mother Mary, Saint Germain, the Intergalactic Council, Galactic Federation of Light, grandfather, grandmother, and the tribal women are also in attendance. And so it is. But what can we do to immerse ourselves in another parallel reality? How can we fully quantum leap into another parallel reality? We always talk about placing our desired reality in the past. We always talk about thinking about the future. How does it feel to be in the future? How does it feel to place your desired reality in the past? But what you have to do at this moment is to say, it is done. But first, you must write down on a piece of paper what it is you're done with. I want you to take a piece of paper. Me and MorningStar were in Crystal River, and she told me that Spirit instructed both of us, and they knew what we were going to write down before we even wrote it down. Write down everything that you're done with. Done with the weight, done with like your family members, done with your friends, done with everything that does not serve you, done with having all this weight on your behind, whatever it may be. You have to be done with everything that does not serve, everything that's not propelling you to your destiny. Everything that is not serving you. You must be done with your past. You must be done with everything post-awakening, because everything post-awakening was an hallucination of your true self. Everything before it was your imposter self. It was what you were giving your power to. Now that you have accumulated spiritual mass, once you became the oracle of love, light, and wisdom, which is God in human form, you're not begging for God to give you the willpower to do what you need to do. You are God, and you are sending out signals to the rest of the world of how you want your world to be. You have to immerse yourself. If you want to be a billionaire, you have to feel like a billionaire. If you want to be an actor, you have to feel as if you can see yourself on the screen. If you want to be a spiritual facilitator, you have to feel like a spiritual facilitator. But I want to leave you with that. Ponder that for a second, but I'm going to share out to all the groups. This is White Wolf. Please share out to all the groups. I'm going to see myself again. And as I see myself again, as I'm sharing out, please share out to all of the groups. And I'm so glad that I am a blessing to all of you. And I have been quantum leaping. I quantum leaped this morning because MorningStar informed me that I was quantum leaping, but I've been doing it for a year and a half now. I was so different from a year and a half ago that it actually surprises me that I'm at this point. But it was just my destiny. I was meant to be with someone who helped me propel me to my destiny, kind of change the dial within me so that I can be an intense spiritual seeker. That I wanted to seek the eternal journey, that I wanted to see myself in a different light, that I want to be lifted in the highest light of my destiny. But how do you do that? You have to let go of what does not serve. You have to love yourself. You have to forgive yourself, understand yourself, accept yourself. You have to accept the true self in all aspects. So how are we going to place our desired reality fully within the present moment? Not thinking about the past. The past is anything that's 5 minutes ago, a millisecond ago. It's everything that is before the desired state of frequency, and you have to have an unshakable frequency to order to do this, but it's very easy. It could be as simple as changing the trash. It could be as simple as getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and putting on a guided meditation, or listening to Joel Osteen like I did this morning. Even though he's a pastor, he's very conscious, he's very prophetic. But what I want to elaborate to you guys is that you have to say to yourself and prime yourself to say to yourself that you have to say, it is done. Everything that you ever desired in your life, it is done. I already packed my house. I already moved to another state. I wanted to buy cigars. I already have those cigars. What does it feel like to smoke one of them? I have everything that I need within me. Infinity does not want to be me. I am already infinity. You have to feel as if you're walking in the blessing, protecting the blessing, and immerse yourself within the infinite blessings of God's source energy and your higher self and your guides. They know what you're going to do. They just want you to have faith. They want you to step out upon the ledge and dive into the oil of source. They want you to believe in the goodness of the Lord and the land of the living. They want you to truly immerse yourself into fully who you are. Step into your authority, step into your power. But how are you doing that when you place your desired reality in your past? That's stuck energy. That's stale energy. Your past has nothing to do with you. This illusion has nothing to do with who you are. So you can't focus fully on the future. The future's not going to take you to your future. The only way that you're going to get to your future, to your destiny, is fully living within the present and placing your desired reality within the present moment. You have to say it is done. You have to say you already did that. And you have to feel as if you did that. You have to feel like you're accomplished. You have to feel like you're whole. But don't put a ceiling on yourself, because in order to become an infinite blessing to others, you want to go out of your way to bless others and want to spread the message of love and glory and victory. You have to literally wake up in the morning and feel like you accomplished everything that you did. You have to prime yourself in being victorious in all ways. You have to feel like you manifested what you already manifested. You can't feel as if you're begging on your hands and knees and asking God to make it your will. You have to become the will. You have to become the strength. You have to become the courage. You have to become the abundance. You have to have very good thoughts. You have to have everything get away from you. You have to be truly unshakable in your vibration. You must be unshakable. You must be sustained. You have to be powerful. You have to feel powerful. You have to feel like everything that you've ever wanted to do in your life is already done. But you can't do that living in the past, and you can't do that living in the future. The only way that you can do that is to have a good day today, is to be blessed today, is to be powerful today, and is to ask, believe, and receive. That's a good way too, but let's just say that we already knew, without really knowing, because that's autonomous knowledge, but just say that you knew that this day was going to be good. You just knew it. You didn't believe in anything. We believe a lot of things about ourselves. We believe in assumptions, we believe in emotions, our perceptions, our sensations. We believe a lot of things that are not true. But we know that we're anointed, that we're favored, that we are walking into the destiny that was set for us, the prophecy that was set for us, the anointing that was set before us. They knew every decision, every mistake, everything that we were going to do. Your guides, your angels, whoever, spirit, your higher self knew what you were going to do. But they want you to really just prime yourself into knowing what you want out of your life and to see it through and really use your imagination and immerse yourself within that moment. Did you get the house? Did you get in a pool? What were you wearing? What were you feeling? Immerse yourself in it. Use your imagination, let it go wild, and let it really dazzle you in the fact that you don't have to lift a finger to manifest. It's easy to quantum leap. It could be waking up at 4 in the morning and putting on a guided meditation. It could be changing the trash. It could be moving the furniture. It could be dusting. It could be a whole plethora of things. It could be going for a run instead of going to the gym. Quantum leaping, we're quantum leaping all the time. And how can we obtain a parallel reality if we're not happy with the reality that we have, and we just have to tell ourselves that it is done? It does not have to be right here for you to believe it, for you to know it, for you to receive it. It doesn't have to be right here, right now. We can't get lost in the how and the when and the details of how said manifestation is going to happen, but we have to hold true to the vision. We have to have it on the whiteboard, and we have to check off all the boxes. But we got to really know that the boxes are already checked off. We don't have to do so much work. We don't have to beat ourselves up because we didn't win the lottery today. It doesn't mean that you're not going to win the lottery this week. It does not mean that you're not going to get that house. It does not mean that you're not going to buy that car that you really desire. But what's going to happen for you is going to be meant for you. It's not going to be something that is not meant for you. That means that you're not ready for it. And actually, when you're not ready for it, you're actually more ready for the blessings, the anointing, the blessing, the gifting, the change, the transformation within your life. So you must be done with everything that does not serve in order to say that it is done, that it is here, that it is overflowing abundance. You have to be overflowing abundance. You have to think overflowing abundance on a moment-to-moment, day-to-day basis in order to become the manifestation. If you are God in human form, if you are a manifest powerhouse, if you are a powerful being, if you're the oracle of love, light, and wisdom, the oracle, you channel your guides, your higher self, and God source energy to the physical body to not limit the physical mind. You're coming from this, the brain, the first brain, not here. This is not a real thing, but the heart. When you lead with your heart, you make wonderful decisions. You're acting from a place of love. Light, when you have so much power, when you are so filled with spirit, and you have accumulated spiritual mass, and you're ready for the tough decisions, you're ready for the challenge, the trials, and the tribulation, you're ready to immerse yourself in it, the opposition, doesn't matter. And wisdom, the inner intuition, the intuitive investigator that you've always had since the dawning of mankind, but now you remember it for the first time, and now that you know that you are God in human form, that you can make anything happen. You can speak things into existence. You can speak blessings upon people's lives. You can speak healing into people's lives. So why can you not speak that within your own life? The only reason why we cause restriction is because it doesn't happen right in 5 minutes. That's why we get discouraged. That's why we get off track. But let's make our frequency unshakable by holding on to the vision. Holding on to it so dearly, so tightly, so vigorously that it cannot leave our hands, it cannot leave our sight, it cannot unshake our vibration. It cannot keep us down. It cannot keep us down and out. We're never down and out. We're never down in the dumps. The only way that we're down in the dumps is we're aligning ourselves with something that does not speak to our innermost being. That's the only way that we get ourselves off track. That's the only way that we believe in the thing, the illusion that is lack. I'm sorry, but God's prosperous. God is truth. God gives you a breastplate and a helm and a sword of spirit, and He would not put something on you for you not to handle it. But you're too focused on the future. You're too focused on what happened to you in the past. But right now, in this moment, you have to be done with everything that does not serve in order to immerse yourself within the parallel reality of your said choosing, because there's multiple variations of who you are. There's a version of you that's prosperous. So how do we get this version of you to emulate the other version of you? Not that you want something from that version of you, but you want to emulate Tony Robbins' prosperity. You want to have the wisdom of like Master Co. And you want to have the grace of Joel Osteen. There's nothing wrong with that. But how do you immerse yourself within that parallel reality if you can't be happy with it right now? That it's already happening. That it's already something behind the scenes is happening and is creating and manifesting before your eyes. But it's not shown to you because it is a cryptic kind of journey. And as it is a cryptic kind of journey, they don't want you to make the wrong decision. They don't want you to make the wrong step, but they just want you to be happy from where you're coming from. So when you get to your destiny, you're not unhappy. Maybe you asked for something, but you didn't get what you really wanted, what you really needed. Sometimes we want to hear what we want to hear, but sometimes we need to hear what we need to hear. Because it's for our best benefit, because it helps us grow up, it helps us change, it helps us become more powerful and be able to speak into more people's lives and to manifest more things and to just be a powerful sovereign being of love and light. But how can you not accept the reality that you're in and think that you deserve that parallel reality? Because there's things that's holding you back. There's attachments, there's things that happened to you in the past, and you got to let that go. And once you let that go, and I've talked about the law of subtraction, Once you let that go, new doors will open. More things will change. More things will be learned. More things will be gained from this. But I want you to understand that you have to be done with what does not serve in order to quantum leap into the parallel reality that you want. It may not come today, it may not come in 2 weeks, it may not come in a month, but it's coming. But you got to hold steady, you got to hold fast to the vision that's being bestowed to you. It doesn't matter if it has to happen in 5 years or 10 years, but it will happen. You just have to be patient, and you can't beg on your hands and knees and ask God if it's your will. You have to become the will. You have to become God. You have to become the power. And you have to feel powerful in all things. You have to feel empowered even though there's opposition, even though the circumstances reflect to you that you can't do it. You can do it. Overwhelm your experience. Overwhelm your preferences with your frequency. If you are at your most optimum, there's no limit to what you can do. There's no limit to what you can achieve. There's no limit to what God has in store for you. You just have to realize that you are it. Infinity does not want to be you. Consciousness does not want to be you. You are already consciousness, even though it was not in your awareness. They were watching. They were seeing you. They saw you struggle. They saw you go through your catalyst. They saw you go through what you had to go through in order to be who you are at this very moment. So what I want you guys to understand is the problem that we have with manifesting is that sometimes we get something that we did not want, but we asked for it, but then we got it, and then it wasn't what we needed. So right here, right now, I want you to tell yourself what you want, what you desire, what's going to make you feel most loved and most happy, and say that it is done. That God's taking care of it, that I'm taking care of it, that everything's going to smooth over. It's going to be with grace, ease, joy, and abundance, and it's going to be magical in a weird, fun way. But that's the whole point of this whole journey, is that it is weird and it is fun, but it is the unknown. You don't know how it's going to happen, but that's the beauty in not knowing. But you know how it's going to go. It just hasn't been bestowed to you just yet. So, what I want you guys to understand is that we can say affirmations, we can say ask, believe, and receive, but we have to feel like we already received it. We have to feel it in our innermost being that we already have everything that we need. We have to feel like we're 110%, not 80%. We have to feel like we're 100%, and that we can go to 110% and 120% and 130%, but we must feel like we're an endless river that's flowing. We have to feel like the aqua flow of source in human form. But we can't feel limited, we can't feel lack, we can't feel discouraged. We have to feel courage, we have to feel excitement, we have to feel kind of in a fun, nervous way. Because it wouldn't be fun if that's how the journey would be. It would not be fun. Everybody would do it, and then everybody would just be the same. But you all have a unique, dynamic journey. No matter if it looks like how White Wolf is doing it. It doesn't have to be what White Wolf is doing, but it has to be you. It's got to be your authentic journey. It's got to be who you are and who you want to vibrate as. It does not have to be like someone else. So I want you to place your reality right here, right now, and just say that it is done. Don't waste your time placing it in the past. Don't focus too much on the future. Subtract all the things that are not serving you. Let go, forgive yourself, and then love yourself. And then say that it is done. That I manifested this, that I accomplished this, that I really tried very, very hard. And it all paid off with ease, grace, and generosity. But we have to feel empowered. We have to feel equipped. We have to really feel into who we are and imbibe who we are. If you want to dress a certain way, whatever really gets you optimum. I like to listen to Joel Osteen in the morning. He really imbibes who I am. He really gets me going emotionally and meditatively. But whatever helps you quantum leap into the next parallel reality of your choosing is what you need to do. Maybe you need to get some water at the store. Maybe you need to burn some sage. It doesn't matter. It's the simple things that matter. Maybe you need to change up the energy. Maybe you're going to listen to a podcast. Maybe you're going to listen to some music without any words even. So, but whatever helps you quantum leap, whatever helps you really immerse yourself within your frequency, within your reality, within your manifestation, within how you want to really love yourself and how you want to realize more things about yourself and then act on the things that you want from yourself and find everything within your day to inspire yourself and also empower yourself. Really surround yourself with things that empower you, not disempower you. Empower, not disempower. Because if you disempower yourself, you're just going to give in to worry, you're going to give in to doubting yourself, you're going to believe in lack, and then you're going to be at square one. But we always think that if we hold on to what the future looks like, that it's going to be what it is, and it's not going to be that. We think that if we place our desired reality, it's going to change the past completely. No, it's not. It's not going to change the past. You have to shatter timelines in order to get into the timeline that you want to be in. You have to shatter old timelines and quantum leap into new timelines to have the parallel reality of your choosing. You have to shatter everything that does not align with your true state of being. You have to really immerse yourself into who you are, answer the call, be a blessing to others, be oriented into the service to others sort of lifestyle, the meditative lifestyle, whatever it is that you are called to do, to be a pastor, to be a Buddhist, to be a motivational speaker, to be like Gary Vee, whatever it may be that you want to do in your life, be it, become it, say that it is done so that it unfolds in front of you, so that you can immerse yourself within that power, that manifestation, that grace that you're trying to travel to. And become it. See it, believe it, dream it, speak it into existence. You have to speak it into existence to really feel like you're immersed in it. To feel as if everything that you've ever wanted, and don't feel like you had to work so hard to obtain it. Because the one thing that we do with manifestation is we feel like we have to do this, we have to study that, we have to learn this, we have to learn that. It's not that. It's autonomous knowledge. You don't have to really know what to do in order to do what you need to do for your life. It is a knowing of not knowing, but you know. And when your higher self and your guides move through you, then the wisdom comes out. That's the inner knowing. That's the inner intuition that you've always had at your disposal. But it may not have always been in your awareness. It may not have always been there, but it's here now and it's forever present in your manifestation. Your parallel reality is here. It's ever present. It's growing, it's manifesting, but you're not placing it within the past and you're not placing it within the future. It is done. It is done. You achieved it. You accomplished it. You've conquered it. You have to feel like you've conquered it and conquered every day to feel like a winner. Whatever helps you feel that way. I'm not saying do anything crazy. I know people will take that out of context, but what I'm really trying to describe to all of you is that you have to feel like you've conquered the day, like you're walking in victory. That's how you walk in the blessing, protect the blessing, and immerse yourself within the fruits and the riches of life. If you have the belt of truth and the breastplate and the sword of spirit, the things that you can do are endless, but you tend to believe stuff about yourself that's not true. Like you're a crappy manifester, that you believe in lack, like you're not doing as much as the next guy. Why can this guy do it better than me? So we can't seek approval from the outside to seek approval on the inside. That's not how we're going to seek approval. We just need to understand that if we're doing everything by source and living our moral compass, then that's all that matters. If you're doing everything that God told you to do, if you're doing everything your higher self has instructed you to do, then there's no hate, there's no dispersion, and that you are a sovereign being and a child of the Most High God. And if you are those things, there's no manifesting. It is done. Place your reality in the present moment and let it unfold in front of your eyes. I believe I talked enough. That's 26 minutes in, but I want you guys to stay. I'm going to do a healing and I'm going to do some light language. And what I want you to do in this moment, I really want you to use your imagination. I want you to quantum leap. I want you to go through like this portal, this rainbow portal. And as you're going through this portal, you're a lot like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the Falcon. And as you are darting into this rainbow portal, I want you, as you get through this portal, I want you to quantum leap into the parallel reality, and I want you to say to yourself that it is done. Everything that I've ever desired is already here. I don't have to work hard for it. I've already accomplished it. I've conquered today, and I am walking in the blessing and victory and glory and grace and wisdom. I'm going to do Stupa Mudra energy. It's what the Buddhists use. And please go to our Instagram page, I_M_movement, all lowercase. Please go to TikTok, MorningStar I Am Movement, bitchute, MorningStar I Am Movement. Go to Divine Ray. And also, just like the I Am Movement, make an appointment. It will be the best $300 you have ever spent. Ishipamataya atikemakaya otitema Ishipamataya atikemakoya atiyamahaya Shipipamataya atihemahoya atikemakoya atitemataya Shitipamakaya atihemahaya atihemahaya Shitipamataya ho. Take a deep breath, dear beloveds. And as you're quantum leaping through this portal, and as you get out of this portal, you will be in the parallel reality of your choosing. Because the fact that you said that it is done, that it is complete, that it is manifest, you have opened up more doors to your destiny, to your journey, to your destination, where you want to be, what your mastery resembles out of you is all up to you, and how you will let go of everything that does not serve and invite the new scenery, the new change, the new transformation. I appreciate the time that we spent here today together in the collaboration and the evolution of consciousness itself and the healing and the ascension of planet Earth. But when I snap my fingers, you will come back to, you will feel resurrected, you will feel like you were rebirthed, and you will merge with your higher consciousness. You will merge with the higher self, the endless perfection of the higher self. You will be a new version of yourself, and you will be in the reality that you want to be in, your most preferred state of frequency. Take one last deep breath. Feel free to donate. Feel free to follow the I Am movement. Make an appointment with me in MorningStar. She's the master intuitive, and I am a meditative healer. Profound insights, advice, anything. So what I want you guys to understand is just know that everything that you've ever wanted is already here. It is inside of you. It is your consciousness. It is your spirit. It is who you resemble yourself to be. Go to our Instagram page, I_am_movement, all lowercase. Go to TikTok, MorningStar and I Am Movement. Go to Divine Ray. Go to bitchute, MorningStar at I Am Movement. And also follow the I Am Movement. I hope you were blessed by this today, and there will be many more messages to come, many more things to do, to fulfill, to prophesize. So what I want you guys to understand is that I hope that you guys were blessed by this. I hope that it changed your life. I hope it inspired you. I hope it made you feel as if you're lifted in the glory of Source, and what that resembles for your current situation right now. I love you, and God bless you, and feel free to donate. My PayPal is up there as well. You all have a blessed evening, morning, or night, wherever you are at.